Hi, I'm Bruce Buffer, the voice of the UFC Octagon, and that's me, UFC announcer.
When did you start doing this, and what's it like? What's your job? Do you enjoy it a lot? Like, how do you feel about it?
You know, I've been in martial arts my whole life, since I was 12 when I first started training in judo, and I've kickboxed and Muay Thai and cross-trained in many different styles. When the UFC came on the scene, I thought it was fascinating, the spectacle that it was, and I knew I wanted to be part of it. So eventually I worked my way in. I managed a fighter down into UFC 8 named Scott the Pitbull Ferrazzo, which a lot of people might remember. And that was the first UFC I ever announced in the prelims. Then I came back at 10, and then I came back at 13, and I've only missed one UFC since then. It's been about 15 years now.
Like, sometimes you do this, like this thing when you say the names, you jump and you snap.
Yeah, the Buffer 180 whip turn, yeah.
Where'd you come up?
I've been doing that for a long time. It's just I kind of accentuated it more because the TV caught me at one point, and it's like everybody went crazy, you know, on the internet. And you know, I've got my haters, I've got my lovers, but like the people that really got into it, they started talking about it. When you go to a show, you'll see me do a lot of stuff that you don't see on TV because the camera's not on me. But that caught on, and it's nothing new. I've been doing it for years, but people like it. So, and I like it because I'm passionate about what I do. I get into the announcing when I'm there.
Do you have any funny stories? Maybe you made a mistake or something like that?
Oh yeah, no, you can go to YouTube and catch one of my best mistakes on YouTube. But I've made a few mistakes. I'm only human. The trick is to cover up the mistakes and keep going. So that's the name of the game right there.
What's the mistake on YouTube?
Where I got one of the referees' names wrong. Yeah.
Did you watch the Yamapit show?
No, I watched part of it. Didn't watch all of it.
Did you hear that announcer guy, Steve Farrell?
Well, I mean, it's Scott Farrell. I mean, he's a friend. You know, I like Scott a lot, and I got respect for anybody who wants to step in and do announcing. I don't put anybody down. You know, it's like we all do the best job we can, and like I said, you either love us or you hate us or you dislike us or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I go and do my job, say whatever you want, just spell my name correctly.
And what's the biggest challenge in your job, Phil?
The biggest challenge is probably just coordinating everything with all the shows that we have right now. I mean, I'm not fighting. I'm not in there putting my blood, sweat, and tears on the line. All I got to do is, you know, look good, sound good, and do a good job, and you know, be with it, and be prepared. So I don't consider my job a challenge. I consider my job fun because I love what I do.
What's it like working with Dana White?
It's great. Dana White's probably the most amazing thing that's ever happened to this sport, you know, and you got to appreciate what he's done, and you got to respect him. And you know, there are people might criticize him for certain things, there are a few things, but you know what? We all get criticized. The bottom line is, without Dana White and the Fertitta brothers and what they did for this sport and what they did for the UFC, you wouldn't have what you see here right now. They are, I bow to them, and I thank God they exist. Thank you very much, Dana.
What's your favorite fight you've ever saw in person?
Too many to remember.
Who's your favorite fighters?
I've got so many, I respect them all, but I mean, if you want to talk about all around the greatest role model in the sport that I've seen, and there's other ones upcoming, but Brandon Couture is one of my favorite fighters of all time. BJ is one of my favorite fighters. Anderson Silva, pound for pound, the greatest fighter out there today. You know, I've been in this too long, and I've seen too many things. I've forgotten more than I can remember. So as far as I'm concerned, if you step through that cage or you step through those rings, you put your blood, your sweat, your tears on the line, you got my respect.
What kind of contract do you have with the UFC?
I'm exclusive with the UFC. I signed exclusive with them last year. A lot of people have asked me to do their shows. I've done pretty much everybody's show, but I'm mixed martial arts. I'm UFC, and I'm proud to have it that way.
And do you train mixed martial arts?
Yeah, I train.
What do you do?
I'm more of a striker than anything else, but I'm 51 now, so I don't bang around. You know, I've had more smokers and stuff than I can remember. I get to have those great memories, but right now, as you get older, it's all about staying in shape and, you know, making sure that you stay healthy for what's important in your life, which is my loved ones and my family.
And do you have a joke you can tell us?
You're putting me on the spot. I'm a funny guy, but you know what? When you ask me to tell a joke, I'm going to forget, and they're probably a little too risque for the camera right now. I won't want to get them on.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.